What is
Welcome.
up? Hello, all you gamers. I can't do it the best as Queen does it because she's not here right now. So you're gonna have to stick with me, who cannot get this right. But welcome back to you guys to round 2, day 2. Still doing this thing.
Yes. We are here for the Collegiate Valorant League playoffs. Today, we are kicking off the Immortal bracket. The upper division has begun. We are currently about to watch San Diego State Black going up against Cal State Fullerton Red. This is our 4 versus 5 seed matchup. Winner of this match will go on to challenge Cal State Northridge, who received a bye. Of course, Cal State Northridge going undefeated, that number 1 seed. They will be waiting for the winner of this match. It will be a 2 out of 3 map battle between the two teams. I believe we have chosen the first map, which will be Ascent. Then the teams will play out that match. They'll go to another map. And then if necessary, we will go to a third and final map to decide who will win, who will advance, and who will unfortunately have to conclude their Collegiate Valorant League campaign in the first round. Bent, I'm excited. It's been a while since we've seen the top of the table go at it. We haven't seen these teams play matches of this intensity in a month, basically. What are your thoughts? What do you think? What are you thinking as we get right on into this match?
Well, I'm excited to see this. We have seen San Diego State Black and Fullerton Red fight before. A great gameplay, of course. We've seen Black fight, and they've been strong. We've seen Red fight, and they've been strong. So, of course, just like the other night, I'm expecting a game that goes back and forth, back and forth. Can I have any predictions to really guess who's going to win? Not really. I'm going to have to stick with what I had last time and just kind of see how it plays out. We are playing 3 map points or 3 matches, unlike any other night.
Yeah, perhaps 3, maybe 2. We'll see. There was a 2-0 yesterday, but I would not bet on it like you. I honestly don't feel like I could call it. These teams are literally right next to each other in the table, right? The 4 seed and the 5 seed. So it's a very even matchup. We've been watching Fullerton Red play Palfo Bees. They've had some of the most electrifying play of the leagues thus far, but also San Diego State Black has also been a serious threat. I think this is actually a dangerous matchup. Either one of these teams, moving forward, that I don't think Northridge is really going to be. They're not going to be able to look past either one of these schools. Is what I should say. So I'm really excited to see how this plays out. Which team is going to earn the right to challenge the number 1 seed, perhaps set themselves up as the ultimate underdog of the Immortal bracket, because it's gonna be intense, and they're playing for a very nice chunk of change. For those of you who don't know, the Immortal League, they're playing for, the winner is gonna make $1,000 split up amongst the team. So that's not bad for a winter break.
That's a pretty good chunk of change. I'm not sure actually what that could buy you, but it could buy you a lot of tacos.
It's a lot of tacos, a lot of pineapples, kiwis, whatever you wanted to get. Food wise, you could definitely buy probably at least 2 of them with $200, unless it was like an ultra rare steak or an ultra expensive steak. Now you could probably, dude, that Salt Bay dude, I don't think he charges more than $200. You could probably go to Salt Bay's restaurant and get a steak. Maybe, you want to spend all the money in one place.
I don't even know where's Hell's Kitchen. Is that New York?
Yeah. Well, that's where the city is. I don't know about the restaurant.
Maybe you can go there. I don't know how much they charge. Maybe $200 a steak.
Maybe. All the same. We're about to get started here. You see Zanito sitting on that Sova. Cal State Fullerton will be defending to start out with as we get into this pistol round. Beginning, we will have San Diego State Black on the attack to begin with. That has historically been one of their more comfortable ideas. As you see GDP now getting the smokes out, and it's an initiation into the B site. This rotation comes through. We're gonna have another plant, and Zanito actually takes down Custom here. But GDP is able to respond,
able to pick it up, able to have that follow-up, which is what we've seen from all the good plays, honestly, is that follow-up.
Now here, with relatively low engagement level to initiate here, we should see some abilities as B is not able to get the shot there, and GDP gets 2. Still standing as well as Powerful and Sushi getting to work.
And
It's going to
Crayola
be
now.
Crayola and GDP alone with the spike. Here is the pop out, and Crayola shuts down Sushi.
I guess you could say Sushi got chopped up.
Good, you can say that.
Yep.
You didn't have to, but you did. And,
I did. No, I followed through with it. I'm sticking with it. Sushi got chopped.
Hey, you know what? I'm with it. We'll see where we go from there. So it is the first round towards San Diego State. It was a tough engagement. B's missing a couple of shots we normally would not expect out of him, but again, it's been a pretty decent length layoff for these players. They've had finals, they've had other things going, but this is the playoffs, and this is where you need to see big plays and big moments in order to make things happen. We see now it's going to be a push on the B side really quickly here from San Diego State. Zanito falls quickly to Eclipse. San Diego State pushes in now. B's under the cover, getting flashed and smoked. Yeah, but he's safe there.
No,
and
as soon
anymore.
As he pops his head up, MDZ's ready right there. Is pointing down with the gun. You gonna pop up or not? I'm just gonna shoot you now or not.
It is a blitzkrieg from San Diego State as Powerful now responds, taking out Eclipse. Now Fullerton Red will get the opportunity to start their retake. Oh wow, great shot there from Sushi through the smoke. But GDP gets 2. He finds Solace and Powerful before Sushi can take him down.
Sushi takes out GDP, but MDZ chopping up Sushi again.
Too little, too late there. Sushi did well, but MDZ was around the other side on the flank. It's been slow going so far for Fullerton as San Diego State is getting out and into this aggressive push here. We see Custom and Eclipse, 2 deaths for San Diego State, but it's really been, it's like their deaths have been keys. They're unlocking the gates, and GDP Crayola getting in to the site, planting, and immediately flipping it around. We'll have to see now if Fullerton starts to leverage their defense now more heavily to the B side. We see Zanito again over there, and we see, I believe that's B's there kind of hanging out, sort of in the middle, ready to rotate. And it's a fight in the mid as Powell takes down 2. It's Custom and Crayola.
Powerful is going off right now, being able to more take it towards their side. We still have an advantage of, now we have the advantage of 4-3. My bad.
Oh, Powell missed a flashed himself, and Eclipse is able to capitalize. And he'll even it up here now for San Diego State.
As Bees is in heaven now. Waiting.
He's on heaven at A side. And the spike is down here. There's no carrier. So if Fullerton had eyes on the spike, they may be able to move themselves around to get a better position on this. Maybe they have that intel and they know now, all right, we're going to hang Bees back up in heaven on the A side. And that's the only way this push can come if you're San Diego State. And as you can see,
an Eclipse getting out Zanito. We do see them as per map here. They are all kind of spread out. They're not together as a team, as we do see GDP trying to get that spike, as the spike is right there. It looks like it's right there in front of him. He did get the spike. Okay, it didn't seem like he got it for a second.
And Bees is ready there, gonna eliminate that teleport attempt from GDP. And Bees finds MDZ. He turns this into a 1-on-1. It's a great job now by Bees. As you see, GDP has to go quickly to get the spike down, which he will successfully do. Reset that timer. Now it's basically a 1v1. And Bees
able to clean it up on GDP. There's definitely more than enough time for him to get this defuse now. Taking that 1 point for their team. Leveling up to 1-2.
Job. And there you have it right there. Bees hung around up in heaven like you mentioned. Stayed calm, stayed collected, didn't overextend when other members of his team went down, and he was ready. Taking out MDZ, GDP. That's tough work, as we've seen GDP does. I like to say GDP is money after the plant. So for Bees to be able to stop the bleeding there and save that round for Fullerton, that could be huge moving forward.
A little here, a little there. It all starts to add up after a while.
Absolutely. We can now enter into round 4.
Cover going out.
And this is round 4 is usually when you usually start to see full buys as well. And something I feel like we haven't talked about a lot, even though probably a lot of people know, is this economy.
Flash here is Eclipse now trying to turn around, and it actually does pull it around and get Sushi. Eclipse has been incredible initiating on Killjoy.
But look at GDP switching it up on Bees. That might have been a little bit of a revenge kill right there.
I mean, it's nothing personal, you know. It's just about the money, but
it's just business.
You don't want to let nobody stunt on you here. San Diego State now loads up on the A site. Coming through, MDZ takes out Solace. Custom taking out Palfo. And it's Zanito all alone now.
We're at a 5v1.
Spike planted.
And the job now changes from defend to survive as Zanito is going to turn this corner.
And MDZ mows down Zanito. I thought Zanito was trying to just get a couple kills, you know, up his bank a little bit, but MDZ shut him down. Did not give him any chance at all.
Done there. And now a 3-1 lead here for Fullerton. Wait, no, 3-1 lead for San Diego State. I'm sorry.
You can't be giving points out to
nah.
People gonna get mad at you.
I couldn't save him even if I wanted to.
People gonna get mad at you, Eli. Glad you caught yourself. It's quiet as we wait for this next round to start. And just like that, we're off. The races have begun. The pushes have started, as it looks like they are going to be this time. But they are taking it slow.
There's a split right now, yeah. Oh. Patience there.
But maybe, it looks like now there might be, Sushi does take down Eclipse.
We're going to get that ult here from Bees. The rocket is up and out. Doesn't find a target. But has the right idea about location. Bees is, if Bees sticks with it, he will find himself a couple of targets here. He's going to push in aggressively, finds MDZ, and GDP does extremely well
with that follow-up.
So now it is a grand round here for Fullerton as you see Crayola getting taken out. Crayola on the Sova. Most of the time in the regular season, we saw Crayola on Jet. So we'll have to see. They're not locked into agents for the entire playoff set. They can change from map to map.
And that can change up strategies entirely as well. I mean, are we expecting really anything different from this right now? They seem to be kind of going back and forth. We are in the Immortal bracket, so we are going to see very good plays, polished plays. I mean, yeah. Do you think we're going to see many mess ups at all? It's almost like what to commentate except for they kill, you know?
Well, it's just in this moment right now, the teams are starting to get a feel for each other. San Diego State got out quickly, but it wasn't going to be sustainable. And I think they did well to recognize that, because you're not going to run over a team the caliber of Fullerton. Even if you're as strong as San Diego State is, you're still going to have to take your time. And remember that this is a long set. Even after this map, there's still one more to do. So I'm not surprised to see the slowdown here as we see that Killjoy ult going up. It has been Eclipse has been kind of an unexpected slayer, I would say. I would not have thought the Killjoy player would be one of the lead initiators for a team on the attack, but all the same, you see here Eclipse winning some space and getting GDP into the site, so there'll be a plan here for San Diego State. And Palco clears the corner too early.
Look at MDZ able to pull away like that, but Sushi following it up to MDZ.
Very aggressive there, follow up by Sushi, but done well there to prevent MDZ from causing any further trouble. Alpha has been kept quiet thus far. Zanito takes out Custom. B's now taking out Crayola. It's a great round to look for Fullerton right now, as they have 2 up, and it's just down to GDP.
GDP is he gonna push it? GDP getting B's.
There's one, but Zanito
almost cleaning it up on Zanito. But what a great job they did as defenders. Now moving on to our 7th round. I feel like this game's gonna be going back and forth the whole night.
We're knotted up. We got nowhere else to go. We're Valorant all night, baby. So if these two teams really want to slug it out like this, we'll be here for it.
That's right.
You work so hard, you know. One, as a college student, you work hard, but also just to play at the level these two teams have played for so many months, right? In order to make it into the playoffs in the upper echelon, you absolutely don't want to find yourself falling too far behind in the first map, getting off on a bad side, as we see Sushi getting the first operator kill of the match, taking out MDZ. Sushi playing extremely well to start out with, and keeping Fullerton in this when maybe they could have fallen behind, but instead now up an agent.
Again, now we're seeing that we do have one loss so far, so it is a 5v4 as the attackers GDP does start heading towards A side.
Joke's over.
The Hunter's Fury out there, and Crayola fine Solace with the Hunter's Fury.
That's a great shot, especially through the wall. If GDP would just blind fire, as we can see,
it's just a matter of time before the smoke clears and GDP finds themselves sitting on a gold mine, but they get over aggressive and Sushi flicks no scope. What?
Sushi just comes out of nowhere with this nasty OP play. Okay, now I think I've seen some nasty operator plays in my day, but
no,
but that's different. That's a new caliber. That's a whole another level right there.
That is custom built 3090 GTX play. My man said I'm a no scope one and then quick scope the other after the plant. Okay, Sushi.
All right, Sushi. I'm sorry I said that you got chopped before. It looks like you put them on the chopping block. Looks like you're making sushi out of them now.
He got a piece of sushi, but it was a mischopped portion of fugu. That's what it was. Those boys got put to sleep.
They got smacked. They got schmacked. That's how you say it, right? Schmacked.
Yeah. All the same. Now you see. Oh my goodness. And San Diego State tried to rev up. This is something that I feel like they're known for. It's pushing the pace and trying to speed up, and it did not work there. Now they will buy in again on rifles, but the momentum is clearly in the favor of Fullerton, as Sushi has gone off and positioned Fullerton really well here for these last few rounds. Job they're done here. You see San Diego State tooling up now. 6 seconds until this round begins. And I would mention, they are playing with a member of the team we have not seen very much, Custom, who is on that Phoenix. We have not seen quite as much, so we may wonder exactly what that does for the chemistry of the rest of this roster and the rest of this squad. But at this moment in time, you just gotta believe in the members of the team that you're sitting or that you're playing with, because you shouldn't be sitting with them. But
and we have seen even yesterday, teams have been subbed out, switched up, and that seems to be changing some strategies, adding in new different types of play, new strategies, and I think it's it's nice to see even in these playoffs they are still they're learning to adapt, because if you play one way the whole time, people can read you like a book, and you do not want to be read like a book, especially in playoffs.
Not at all. You see now GDP showing respect. Had that exact same positioning as the last time, but a little slower there. And now Sushi threw the smoke to take out GDP. Solace getting himself a piece as well.
It seems like Sushi needs to be your guys' #1 kill, because otherwise Sushi's gonna take all of you out. Him with the OP is dangerous. More than dangerous, it's gruesome. It's killjoy.
My man is cracked right now. He is on one. As we see Bees getting the raise ult to work, taking out Crayola, gets Custom, and then why not get yourself
one
three?
After the other. That just pop, and he gets the defuse. He's like, hey, you guys take a break. Sushi's been doing work. I'm gonna give him a couple kills off. We'll get it done. Bees be stinging now. As Sushi be chopping, Bees be stinging.
It is a Fullerton half. After a slow start, they have now completely taken over, dominating the last couple of rounds. You see GDP gonna invest, forced by a marksman here, maybe try to find something to stem the tide, maybe get at least some range to contest Sushi, who has looked incredible these last couple of rounds. The entire game really has played well, but now looking to be just an iron wall. Zanito now, we'll get the information out. Doesn't really matter if the drone hits when you got a mic, you can still tell people what you saw, and so we'll see then. And MDZ with a beautiful shot there.
Oh,
taking Sushi out.
all right.
You very
MDZ,
much.
MDZ, I think he got a little tired of Sushi.
Now you gotta have a balanced diet. And now Eclipse taking out Powerful. On a round that didn't have a lot of money invested into it, it is San Diego State who finds themselves at advantage. Oh, there's Solace who just tracked down GDP and then finished him off. Great job there by Solace.
As we do see him now starting to transfer, do that long haul all the way over to B to join the rest of their team. It being a 3v4, Zanito back down at B, waiting for them, just waiting.
Crayola, that is the second Hunter's Fury kill he's gotten in this game. I just want to shout that out. Crayola is on one right now. Zanito takes two with 3. You want a 4th one? No, you can't have it. Custom shuts him down with the Sheriff.
Even though Zanito just leveled out the playing field.
My God. Custom now has that operator, has the Vandal. It's his choice. Gotta get the plant down.
Right there.
Never mind. No,
and he turned, not even needing to plant the spike.
Yeah, what are you doing there? Yeah, Custom, you gonna grab that operator or no, buddy?
Let's see if Sushi's sitting at 9,000. Of course, he's getting the operator again. Sushi has been very nasty with that operator.
Zanito loading up with the Odin. Well, if you're Fullerton, you've got enough money now. You can lose this round and then buy whatever you want for the final round right afterwards, right? So there's no need to save up here. Custom getting that operator now, able to toss it out. GDP will be able to upgrade sniper rifle. So crucial thrifty there for San Diego State. Really saved themselves, got themselves into a situation where they might be able to make something really dangerous happen.
GDP now taking out Sushi with the same OP as he takes out Bees as well.
Good job there. Benefits of Custom's heroics at the end of the last round. Now GDP able to operate fully powered. Two strongest performers thus far for Fullerton find themselves out in this penultimate round as Solace trying to move around here. San Diego State pushes through mid, creating that hesitation. They're going to come out top side of B, and it's Powerful who finds him.
And Zanito now with the operator getting 2 through the wall. Oh, getting 3. So close. Come on, Zanito. Be the one that gives me that ace.
Zanito is painting the corners right now. Had the intel, is calling out these wall positionings, and has stymied what was a great push. Oh my goodness, just a little bit off here. And a little over-aggressive.
MDZ taking out Zanito, and he had 1 health. You could have sneezed on him. Could have sneezed on him.
My goodness. This is what we wanted, though. This is what we asked for.
I know. I see Zanito. All this. I'm always the one who wants to go for that ace. I don't care who gets it. I see it happening. It's like probably one of the 10 million variants of the future. Zanito would have gotten that ace. I do believe that. And he's so close to hitting MDZ. So close when he was shooting through that wall. If he would have just got a little more closer to the right side, would have killed him.
Found them.
All the same, now we get into this. Crayola looking to lead the team, but it's Bees who will find him for first blood. And now the final round of this half, Fullerton, who had such a tremendous advantage. They were up 6-3. They had the money advantage in that round. It looked for all the world like they were going to push out and take a strong lead. Instead, now they need to execute and finish just to save a lead at the end of this half. As Sushi says, hello. How you doing, drone? Did he let that drone deploy, looked at it, saw it take its first steps, turned, look at him, all that good stuff before he decided to shoot and then still missed that shot. Sushi, what you doing now? Come on now.
I think Sushi just wanted to see the bot take his first steps and then shoot it.
That's cool.
Let it grow up, go through its stages, and then kill him.
Painful. Well, it's patience here from San Diego State and their final attacking round on this side. At least for this half.
Joke's over.
Oh, GDP looked away, but still able to recite and take out Solace. GDP saying,
Here comes that Killjoy again. Oh, wait, well, from Zenito's side. Powerful takes out Eclipse. MDZ takes out Powerful. We got those follow-ups.
Spike planted.
Now B's caught themselves. Now they're pinched here in between. They'll need to hold it down here as Custom comes out. There's a flash. Shots coming through the walls. Zenito takes out Custom as he tries to come around. Where Zenito is getting that done from.
But GDP taking out Zenito. As the spike is down, Bees is trying to look for that. Trying to look for him. Doesn't.
Yeah, he's trying to find
him.
MBZ. GDP teleporting.
GDP
as
teleports to
Sushi
the
takes
back
out.
now.
It's a 1v1 GDP versus Sushi. This is what we want. Oh yes, this is what we wanted. 1v1 GDP Sushi.
Here we go. This is the two operator place. Who's gonna win here? As Sushi takes out GDP, but is there enough time?
No, there isn't.
GDP was able to keep him at bay long enough for that spike to go off, tying up this half. It looks like we're gonna be here for a long ride, boys and girls. So make sure you get yourself some water, some snacks, maybe some gloves if it's cold. I don't know. What else do you need?
Order yourself some nuts, some supplements from Ritual Motion. Make sure you got your gamer, your energy fuel. Get yourself ready. As we get into the second half now, it will be Fullerton Red taking on the attacker position. San Diego State now fought their way back, down 3-6 at one point in that first half. Just like that, back on even footing. And we will see what it looks like when the shoe is on the other foot, and it is on Fullerton to approach. San Diego State, we've seen them take on aggressive stances before. We've seen them get out quickly, even in this game. The question remains here on the pistol round as defenders. Will they be patient or will they push?
And the pistol round can determine so much throughout a game. Not saying it can determine whether it can win a game or not, but it can determine where the momentum is going to start.
Oh yeah. A well-executed, second round after the pistol win is all but assured for the team that wins the pistol round if they play it well. But we've certainly seen counterplay from both of these guys that let them know that no round is guaranteed. It's a lot of information there MDZ just picked up, but it's going to be rough doing. As all eyes were on Heaven. B's now down to 4 health. Bleeding heavily there as the spike goes down here on the A site. And it's Crayola who was jumping taking around the corner. Yo, I'm sorry, Crayola, Sushi, are y'all like playing COD or something? Quick,
I was just
jumping
about to
around
say
the corner. What are we doing? What's going on here?
No, we ain't playing COD. We're playing Valorant. Make sure you stick your feet on the ground.
One enemy remaining.
Oh wow, good shooting there.
Eclipse getting 2 shots. Sushi taking out everybody. It seems like all of a sudden, but Custom takes out Sushi.
Finishes it
Following
off.
it up. There you go. Now we're going back to this side of Crayola, taking the first point in this second half. So what do you think, Eli? Do you have a clear view of who might take this, or are we still on the fence here?
No, we're absolutely we're sitting there watching. We're like everybody else at this point. Just you as a commentator, I would say you simply hope to see both teams play well. You hope to see as few mistakes, right? Misclicks or things like that, disconnects, all those things. You just want to see the ideas of the players being expressed. And I gotta say, we are looking at two teams who are playing for all the world like they are the #1 seed, and they're looking to stamp their place, into the finals. As a reminder, that the prize for winning this match is a date with Cal State Northridge, the undefeated team of the league. So, not playing for money yet. You're just playing for more work, and it seems like both of these teams are quite ready to do the work.
We're seeing it as a slow push. We do see Red, CSUF Red starting to are split up between middle and going kind of pushing B side, where San Diego State is very split up between both points and one in the spawn. So I have to see where they're going to go for this. Who's going to attack first? Who's going to show their first colors? It looks like they are starting to transfer over to B, the attackers now.
Oh, Palpo had a window there, but maybe a little too antsy trying to get those shots off and had to escape it. And there's Eclipse shutting down B's. And I was going to say this, I think...
Eclipse again shutting that down powerful, though.
And 3 for Eclipse and still alive. How?
A 4! Oh, I really was so close to a 5! Eclipse, you put me on the edge. I want to see an ace from somebody. That game was so quick, it almost didn't even register. I think that game was like Mach 2 or something.
I was just trying to say, like, it seemed like maybe Fullerton knows that Sushi is being positioned over on the B site, and that's why they're so hesitant. Even if Sushi, or even if Eclipse is the only person over there on that side, they're showing so much respect for Eclipse, and it's well deserved because you see what happens when they challenge Eclipse directly. He has just come ready for these moments, and now we're watching San Diego State. Maybe the job was done for them just to hold serve as the attackers, just to get 6, because they're looking incredible as well. But again, this is exactly what we were saying about Fullerton, right? This is exactly how we were talking about them prior to their comeback, as MDZ gets pushed off.
Sushi gets MDZ on that payback. You saw that that Hunter Fury go through and was able to push MDZ out of that corner as well.
Yeah, that was an alley-oop, absolutely.
GGB taking out Bs now as Anito does get that plant. Now putting more pressure on the defending side, having them trying to move in. Now Crayola does have that LMG shooting through the ground, but it didn't seem like it got any kills. Shooting through heaven ground.
Sushi now playing for a wide flank here, looking to break the back of the San Diego State defense as GDP takes out Zanito. Powerful finds his trademark custom on the other side.
GDP able to clean it up, and Crayola taking out Sushi, leaving it wide open for that defuse. Now going to 9-6.
6-9 every time. 3 rounds straight for San Diego State after they evened it up. 4 rounds total. Honestly, actually, this was 6-3. This has actually been 6 straight rounds here for San Diego State over the course of both halves. It's an absolute turnaround here from San Diego State. They found something that they liked, some matchup or some angle that they love against Fullerton, and they are pressing that leverage extremely heavily now.
Right here.
Taking it life hard.
Get out of my way.
What's that?
Could they just like being attackers? Is that it?
I mean, if they found a Euphoria afterwards, we see MDZ gonna take out Powerful first off. Custom here still has a flash available if he wants to use it.
Oh, he's not using it now. Using the flame wall to block off that side. They're either gonna have to wait for that flame wall to go down, or try to push around. 2 definitely different strategies. It does look like they are pushing around. Look, possibly going with a long rotation through spawn.
And I tell you what, if you're custom, that's a job extremely well done, because the hero play there is, I'm going to flash, I'm going to turn, I'm going to get a double kill, maybe get 3, I'm going to look amazing, right? But we've seen how often that type of thing cannot work out. You die, and now the A side is wide open, and the other teammates have to react and rotate late, right? Instead, puts up the wall, locks off the information. Without knowing who's all there, the A side is suddenly less desirable. And like that, Custom has now pushed Fullerton into the B site where Crayola is waiting.
But Crayola does get shot through the smoke. As Eclipse now running in with, looks like the bot was put up. I couldn't see if they got anything off of that then.
Spike planted.
It's 4v2. Custom's waiting as well. We got the Killjoy going up. And MDZ missing an OP shot.
Sushi with the Blaze Storm up gets 1, but it's Eclipse, of course. Takes it. That Killjoy has pushed Zanito all the way to the back. He still gets 1.
And able to push him out. There we go. Getting that another defuse. We were looking at 10-6. Just to think, we are 3 map points away from the first round being over. Possibly. And I cannot guarantee any of this.
No, it's still not done. Certainly far from over here. As you see the money situation for Cal State Fullerton. They're going to be able to buy up here. They're going to be able to make that choice. So she may be considering at 5.9, you can go operator and say, I'm going to be the hero. Or you can fully kit yourself. That's a decision. We're going to see what Sushi decides to do. But this has just been an incredible turnaround for San Diego State. It's just heads up play, excellent gun work, and a confidence that we would have expected to see at the beginning of the season from a team we were told to expect to be one of the strongest in the league, and they're playing like it right now. They are 3 rounds away from winning the first map of this playoff series.
As Custom has a wonderful angle on this place going to. I'm
around in the mid. It would be here. Custom could cut off because it's looking like, I would say, a B side push here, but they want the high ground as they get it. As Custom gets the first shot, but B's going to be the victor.
He's able to turn the run. I really thought Custom had it as well, but it turns out they did not.
Now Crayola getting shut down there. There's an Odin down. B's finding 2. There's GDP. It's a great start now. The bodies are piling up here. Eclipse basically forced out of the site without a shot. With the full squad coming, it's going to need to be something incredible from Eclipse. Well, there's one. Catch is powerful.
There is one. We have to wait for them the other one to rotate over as the.
Where was Purple going there? I'm a little curious to see what the idea was.
Maybe he was on the hunt, trying to get everyone out. As Eclipse does take down B's, saving his teammate.
There you go. Oh, Zanito doing well.
It looks like Eclipse might be trying to play this very smart with economy, wise and just pull them back to keep their guns, because that operator is very expensive.
Yes. An operator in this economy?
That's gold.
And there's a shot there.
Probably not.
And on that long hallway, yeah, that's what I thought. On that long hallway. Oh, Sushi, you got a little overconfident.
Sushi comes out of nowhere and chops him back up. Made him is Sushi. I don't know. I was trying to make a pun out of that one, but I could not do it.
That is so unfortunate. GDP, MDZ had that shot. And even though you missed, nobody is going to challenge the operator down a hallway that long, right? That far away, nobody wants to go one-on-one with an operator. MDZ knows this and knows nobody's coming that way and thinks, all right, I'll just skip off to my way, head back to spawn on the other side. But it was Sushi looking to get a little bit of extra credit. Just like that. 7 to 10 and an operator out of play.
Sushi did get that extra credit, was able to go through, take that long. Sometimes you got to be patient, take the long road around. As Crayola with the 100 Fury again taking out Bees.
Powerful will win the 1v1 with Custom to even it up, but Crayola hasn't had as much to say as we're used to. But I can tell you, even though I mentioned normally we see Crayola on Jet, I wonder why he's changed. Well, when Hunter's Fury is that good, I'd want him as my Sofa too.
Deploying drone.
Yeah, maybe always last few weeks he perfected his Hunter's Fury.
You see now, all that talking, the spike has gone down here.
And they haven't rushed in. You can hear now the spike is going down as GDP does take out Sushi.
MDZ taking in as well. That two-man game so strong.
And what an interesting... out of all the games we've seen, especially on this map, an interesting place to put the spike in an open position. And it almost seemed like it was enough. They did get the point.
Oh yeah, San Diego State got all the kills, but they weren't able to get the defuse.
Oh, it looked like it glitched out for a second. I thought they got the point, but never mind. It did explode. That makes sense.
It was a kamikaze rush. It took so long for San Diego State to finally get all the pieces put together. They weren't actually able to reclaim the spike, and that's what matters once it goes down. It doesn't matter if everybody on the attacking side is dead. They still win if the spike goes off. So now, just like that, after 6 straight rounds of more or less dominance, San Diego State had the upper hand and looked quite convincing. Now it's 8-10. We're looking back at what may be a toss-up. Tell you what, I'm not surprised, I should say, that to see these two teams, trading with each other, but trading streaks like this, I would not have guessed. I would have expected it to be a little bit more of a you take one, I take one. Instead, it's been, oh, you want 3, well, I get 6. Then that means I'm gonna get another 3 type of thing. As the plant comes down here on the A side, almost uncontested. It's like now San Diego State would just rather retake to begin with rather than hold a position. As Eclipse come out.
Solace is trying to get... MDZ takes down Solace, and Solace was kind of prepared for it. Zanito now trying to get his pop shots off as everyone just comes up from heaven and takes him out. Spike is now down. They're gonna have to go for this defuse.
And there's a Molly right on Crayola, who's just gonna try to get it done through the burn, but not quite. Got it to the halfway point.
Yeah, he did get it to the halfway field. Now MDZ is trying to take the rest of the defuse down. He does get it as Custom takes out Sushi. And just like that, I think they got somewhat of their momentum back. We are 2 points away from this map being over. Possibly.
That was a really heads-up play on the side of Crayola and MDZ. Crayola knowing that a Phoenix is just gonna burn you out if you try to get that defuse there, right? You're not gonna complete it. But getting it to the halfway point, saving them the time that they had lost in the last round, exactly 4. It ended up not being necessary because, you know, MDZ being the beast that he is, the athletic specimen,
you know,
cracked out Dominator, goes ahead and gets 3 kills. But it's just that type of teamwork and decision making that has gotten San Diego State this far and that got them the lead here in this matchup.
I think even though with Crayola giving up his life to get that thing halfway, if he did not get that halfway, I don't know if they would have actually gotten it, even after MDZ got all the kills. That Spike was starting to beat up really fast, and you know, you never know. I mean, the cards didn't play out in that way, but MDZ is being nasty towards Sushi.
Just the last couple of kills were just dink, just single shots from rifles. But it's like, no, I don't need to shoot multiple times. That hits you in the head. Just one click. See, they're finding their place to write. They don't need to edit these finals and these papers anymore. They've already done all the editing. Now they're just marking through it.
And GDP bees through while the door is closing. MBZ cleaning it up on solos, ending this round with 3. We are now at map point. Not match point. Yeah, we still got potentially 2 more games.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a rough money situation here now. If you're Fullerton, you see on their side, Sushi and Zanito each sitting on $2,700. They're not going to be able to get the best guns even if they wanted them, and they still now would need to load up with abilities and equipment. So it's going to be a rough pull if they want to save this one, and you know they do. Get a little boomba out there. See Crayola providing a little bit more backup here for Eclipse, as it is a B-side push to initiate with, and Sushi finds the Blaze Storm kill. It's a great way to get it started.
Just start spraying. You got the Odin. That's the whole point of it.
There are a lot of targets.
Bees is right underneath that Odin going off. As Custom is trying to get this flash off, and I don't know if he knows that Bees is in that corner.
I would think he does, but there's a flame wall there. I'm curious to see what the goal is for that. What's the accomplishment? But
I think he knows that they are starting to switch back to A.
Yeah, I was gonna say they broke the advance, and Crayola gets 2 there, even as it goes down. It's all right.
It was a decent switch. We do see on San Diego State side, all 3 of them have full health, while on the red side they are struggling a little bit with health.
Oh. Got Solace and Sushi both low on health. Bees is up, but I need to find something here. GDP looking once again.
GDP gets 1, being able to trade it off.
And Sushi still had Blaze Storm up, so that's a good value trade ability wise.
Spike planted.
We see now MDZ. We opting to save the ult here. Not really necessary at this juncture. Only 2 people left. You don't really need Reyna's ult. It's MDZ. It's Custom. Custom has been quiet, and he will remain silent as Bees and Solace get it done.
Bees and Solace able to clean it up. I was going to ask, what would you think? Would you use your ultimate to guarantee that they would not get that map point, though? Even though you said maybe it's not worth using it.
I don't think in that situation the Reyna ult honestly does enough to justify using it here, because now you can use it here to try to win this round when there are more enemies up, right? The Reyna ult kind of relies on her having enough targets to really generate value out of it. When 2 people left, that's a matter of 2 clicks maybe, or just a couple of fights. You don't really need her ultimate to get that. You know, it's different maybe if we're talking about Killjoy or Phoenix or even Raves, we would say, yeah, no, we would definitely want to use this ult for this fight. But I think with Reyna, it's a smarter situation to hold it up and get a second chance. As we see GDP gonna shut down B's. It's A, and it's Powerful getting it done there. I haven't said Powerful's name very much. It's tough sledding for everybody, to be honest, to get something done here. I think maybe Sushi's the only one who can say they've had highlight plays. They're sitting on match point down, so you love the molly there on the bottom.
And you saw Powerful trying to get those shots off. As Sushi takes down Eclipse, looks like from the bottom. Krail now trying to get these. Looks like he's trying to go for that long flank. Ooh, and Powerful able to take out Krail as only because he knew he was coming. One left.
Zanito follows. Powerful calls out, "Yo, GDP's here. He's on the other side. Take him down." And now, Custom.
And Zanito took down Custom up in heaven.
Yeah, Custom has had a rough go of it, and 3v1 against 3 members of Fullerton who are very, very mad. I'm not mad at anybody who can't get that done. Not gonna chastise you one bit for that.
Can't do that at all.
Well, now we see the Marshall here from Crayola. It's all value. It's nothing flashy here from Fullerton, as they have fought off 2 straight match points, and they'll need to do it twice more in order to keep themselves in this. So it's all business for the attackers.
Only 2 more points for them, and then they can even it up, and then we're going back and forth to whoever gets the first 2 points to win. All we're hearing is pop shots. Just pop shots. That's all we're hearing. No real fighting going on yet. As the Hunter Fury is going out.
Yeah, Zanito has walled MDZ up, and he doesn't have anything he can really do there except sit and take that damage.
At least it was only 1, and it wasn't. At least he didn't get hit by 2. He was able to move back just that enough. Miss 1, take a little bit of damage. Well, I won't say a little bit. He took a lot of damage.
But hey, you're Reyna, you get a kill, you get it right back. Okay, Eclipse, we see you. That was for us. Eclipse did that for us. Nobody else could see that except us, and I guess Eclipse's teammates. But I like it. Showing off for the people. Whoa, Bees, okay.
Bees able to get that wall shot on Custom. That was an angle that only Bees could shoot. He had to have practiced that many of times.
Okay. I mean, that's how you got to come with it when you're trying to save. The first map. As we see Powerful taking out Crayola, we're gonna get a plant here. It'll save the round as the time is going down. Bees now just got a long angle. Oh my
God! Here comes the ultimate.
Everybody back up.
Everybody might have done a little bit of damage.
Now the patience here, as you see, he is getting behind the 2. It's just GDP now with a spike down, and it looks like
he could be eco rounding it just to make sure he has that gun for next round.
It looks like the bank's closed for today. GDP is gonna just take what they've got and get on out of here. Because Sushi though would love to take a fight.
Sushi. Yes, GDP. GDP, did you walk away from your mouse and keyboard? You can't just leave it like that. Gotta be alert.
I mean, that's Sushi right there coming around that corner. What you talking about? I would get shot. Getting shot is a normal human thing to do when Sushi is aiming at you. That's how it goes for most people.
I was surprised.
See now, Crayola.
I got you, bro.
Discussing it.
We are going into this last map. Well,
yeah,
this could be it. Who knows? They can either win this map, or this is going to go into a tiebreaker.
This is unfortunate. It's clear to me San Diego State would have wanted to get a timeout in before this round began, but not able to get it cleared with the admins just yet. So they're going to have to make it do here before. And this last round, like you mentioned, we could be looking at overtime. Powerful, able to bully his way through with that Phoenix ult. Salas gets into the site and gets the plant down. But we saw this type of positioning once as MDZ takes out Salas.
That's 1 down, 4 more to go. 5-4 as Bees is stuck against the wall as that Hunter's Fury is going out, but not able to get anybody. I wonder if Bees just hears everybody above him. As Bees does take out GDP.
And then through the wall, Bees is looking strong. Eclipse takes out Bees.
Sushi coming around that backside. And Attackers winning it. Now 12-12.
We are in overtime. Could you expect anything less? This is the Collegiate Valorant League. This is the Immortals bracket. This is where Immortals are made. Now we are into overtime. Everything resets now.
Imagine, like, I mean, like I've said before, we're just here watching it, commentating over it, trying to make sure that our words come out in correct sentences and not all the punctuation and stuff and all. That's all we gotta do. That's all we gotta worry about. We ain't even gotta worry about the stress of making sure that you're playing together well with your team or anything like that.
Well, it's where practice comes in, because this is where, you know, instinct and knowledge happens, discipline to do what you've practiced. So the question is, did you practice well? Have you practiced the type of excellence that you need to clutch out an overtime, you know, game like this? Are you ready to do what it takes to break somebody's defense and then attack well and then hold your own guard on the other end? Because if you can't, you're not going to be able to get it done. And Eclipse looking like they want to get something started. Zenito takes one out. Bees is looking great. It's looking like a Fullerton round as Bees gets to Eclipse's 3rd kill, however. And now we're at a 2v1. Eclipse, the last one standing here for San Diego State. No spike. This might be a bloodthirsty round. It might be the only way out here for Eclipse. Who, by the way, if you want to show off, this is your chance now. Oh, there it is! They take out Bees!
And but Solus is able to take out Eclipse. Now, all right, we got a 13-12 game. I got one more if they want to take it home for themselves.
Alice with a great contribution, fundamental team play. Hey, hold Bees. Listen, I just need you to hold the site. Just hold the site real quick. Let me rotate around. They can't be behind both of us at the same time if we position ourselves well. Now it is match point for Fullerton. They've turned it around. And we do have a timeout here. Crayola gonna call for that tack pause. Very necessary here.
Well, I guess you got 1 minute, so if you need to go to the bathroom, get your little snacks. You know what? If I was able to order a pizza, I would. Which sounds like a very good idea right now. Now I'm making myself hungry. I want a double stuffed, double crust pizza.
My girlfriend and I, we definitely talked about pizza this morning in bed, and we're definitely gonna get it because we got points for a free pizza. So gonna be nice. Gonna be nice. Feels good to not have to argue with your girlfriend about what to eat for dinner for once. That is a major victory. What else would be a major victory here for Fullerton if they're able to clutch out this attacking round, finish this map, which was looking perilous. They fought out, what, 4 match points to get to this point, and now they take the lead in overtime? Saying, see.
It looks like we're still on this minute break. I thought we wasted enough time, but
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not counting. I haven't been counting the seconds.
So you would rather have a lightsaber than a Harry Potter wand, eh?
Yes, 100%. And I will defend that every single time. I don't care if I'm not a trained Jedi. I will use it as a s'more maker.
I was gonna say you could cut bread with it, and your bread's already cooked, so you'd basically be cutting toast.
I could solder with it.
That is true.
Use it for soldering.
I mean, I will have to agree with you. As much as I trip over my own tongue, me trying to say a spell correctly, I'd probably turn myself into a walrus.
Oh no, you don't want to become the walrus.
Or a narwhal. Actually, a narwhal would be pretty cool. There's a song about narwhals.
Coming in the ocean.
And they have a
unicorn. I know that song. Shout out. Josh, I'm gonna shout you out right now. Nobody else in this chat, in this broadcast, in this booth, nobody knows who you are, but I know who you are. Shout out Josh Hot. I know you're happy about narwhals right now, bro.
Narwhal swimming in the ocean, looking like a unicorn. I don't know, remember the whole song, but narwhals swimming in the ocean.
It's really the tone that I remember. That's what I remember. Just the sound of it. So unmelodic.
I could try to sing it higher and lower and all that, but I'm not very good at singing. I may have a song.
It looks like we after the timeout was over, Custom actually the well-timed timeout from Crayola because Custom ended up desyncing. So we're waiting now for Custom to realign with the server. Better now during the timeout than actually on match point. Gonna be honest, because you'd hate to have a situation like that occur in overtime, and for that to be the reason why you lose a map.
I'm starting to make myself really hungry. I started thinking about pizza. Now I can't get pizza off my mind. I want to get like a thick crusted pizza with as many meats as I can on it. And I know we already had this discussion, but me personally, I cannot stand pineapple. I do not want no pineapple on there. Let me put some sriracha sauce on that thing, maybe dip it in ranch, and that's what I need.
Oh yeah, no, I don't need pineapples on my pizza. I don't need it, right? But like I like it. It's okay. It's not better than pepperoni and like jalapenos, but it's fine.
See, there's other veggies that can go on pizza like onions, jalapenos, green peppers. But I don't know, man. For me, it's not pineapple. Even tomatoes. Tomatoes, the
only tomatoes going on my pizza is part of the sauce.
That's it. That's all you need.
Hey. No, don't. If I find tomatoes on my pizza, I'm gonna be very upset. By the way, this is the conversation we have when we are not commentating Valorant. So
yes, we also had one last time about why are kiwis hairy,
which we still don't have an answer to.
Yeah, we don't have it. I don't know if we should spark that one again.
All right.
Like, why are bananas curved?
Custom has reconnected. He's back.
Is he?
I think we are going to be ready. You've listened to us idle on long enough. See if
we're
the
getting
ice
back into it.
Has chilled this Cal State Fullerton attack because they have looked tremendous in the last third of this map. They're looking to get it done, but find out. We'll find out. We are into it.
It looks like they're coming off with a vengeance right now.
Yeah, it's a very high guard here for San Diego State. They're pushed up pretty tight on A, and it worked well enough to back Cal State Fullerton up. They did not want that smoke. They wanted to back off here, but it looks like again they got to recoup around. Try to push up here on A site. That's where Crayola is right now, and he's just off in that little grotto. Does he get it? Yes, he takes down Palfo. Nope, don't got time for a recon bolt. Sushi, come and find you.
From what I've seen in chat, it sounds like Powerful's got a final tonight at 7. So I bet Powerful's just trying to get his team hyped up to get this thing done and over with.
Oh yeah, Powerful's definitely like, we need to win this one. Well, it's 4v4, and Powerful unfortunately will have nothing to do with this round. So if it's a win for Cal State Fullerton here, Powerful will owe everybody a pizza or a biscuit or something.
30 seconds left.
It's going to be tough work with MDZ up in heaven on an operator. There's a scary sight as the smoke comes down.
MDZ was smoked out. As GDP underneath heaven gets soulless.
One custom showing up, taking out B's. And then MDZ takes out Zanito. It's just Sushi now and nothing Sushi. Going.
3v1, that is not going to happen. Again, now we're at another.
Switching sides. Overtime.
Another back and forth. This is what we came to see. 13-13. Someone needs to win twice in a row to take this map point.
It's back and forth, yo.
This isn't like preseason where it was just one game and that's it. We got potentially 2 more games after this.
Yeah, and now that's the unfortunate thing about the real life of it is now if you're powerful, you're sitting there on a time limit like, hey, we need to get tight, y'all. We got to get this done. We'll find out that situation when we come to it. Here we see Sushi now on the defense. As a reminder, in overtime, the two teams will swap sides every round. You take turns, one defense, one attack, until somebody wins 2 in a row. And there's GDP taking out Palfo. Well, again, Fullerton Star Phoenix not able to get anything done. See, it'll be Bees here versus MDZ around the corner here on the B side. Bees be able to even it up. No, it's MDZ with a brilliant peek, little pick and pop there. Getting the work done on Bees. MDZ is such a hassle to deal with in those 1v1s around the corner. You know, Reyna loves to take a fight, take a second, get overhealed, and then take a second fight.
We're just waiting, as we do have a 5-3. They definitely have the advantage. The GDP take out Sushi, and Soul is following it up on GDP. Still, they have the advantage, though.
Yeah, and they're into the site. So now it's a B plant. The intel is there.
Can Crayola and them guard it? That's the real question. Even though they do have double the amount of players. How's it gonna fortune in their favor? MDZ,
but Solace wins it anyway.
Solace takes it out anyways.
Oh, but it gets sighted up there. Zenito on the other side takes out Custom, and just like that, we're even in numbers. But the health values are pretty similar too. They'll get exact intel here by omission from that, but Solace is... I don't know.
Crayola cleaning up on Zenito. Are they gonna take this next map point? Is this theirs? Is this map theirs?
We'll see, but I question that move there from Solace. It was a little eager. Zenito got the recon bolt into the site. Now it didn't ping anybody, but you know, because it whiffs and there's no other place for them to be, you know where they are essentially, right? You know the angle they have to be. But Solace was already moving, already getting down into the pit. And you know Eclipse is not gonna hesitate to punish a situation like that. I'm a little taken aback by that, but that little bit of you know, that little overexertion may cost them as MDZ gets the first kill here.
But MDZ is shut down by Zenito.
What? What are the Sovas on? What are they on here? So what are they on?
They know everything. The Sovas are intel gatherers, and they know everything. As Crayola gets another kill on Powerful, it is now 4-2. Can they win this?
Crayola. What? No charges. What? How did he win that fight with Sushi? Why? How are you headshotting people through the smoke? What did we do? Sorry, I gotta focus up and watch because it is match point, and it is looking glorious for San Diego State.
You know, he's got those like ultra headphones that like you can hear a pin drop from 100 miles away, so you can just listen, dial in. He's got his headsets up to like 100, 110, so you can hear everything.
Well, now
30 seconds left.
You can't sit and wait forever here on match point. Something has to happen. Zenito or Solace have to make something tremendous happen here. They're going to commit to a B-side push. It's going to be even numbers here, so they've got a little bit of time. If they can make it happen, Solace gets one, gets traded out, though. And now Zenito's got to beat Eclipse or get the spike down and not die.
Is now going down.
All right.
Just waiting for the other teamers to come in and back them up.
This is a nightmare. No, I don't know.
Oh my goodness! I thought Zenito was gonna be able to pull it all off. But the defuse, of course, they do have enough time.
That's one. That's game one now.
San Diego took this first map. It was looking pretty. It was looking pretty dark for them for a second as well.
Yeah, it was looking kind of nightmarish. San Diego State, they were up. They had several match points. Then they fall 2 points behind, right? They're down. It's like 13-12. It was on the side of Cal State Fullerton, but San Diego State showing that resolve, getting themselves back, winning 3 straight points in order to take it and win the first map. I say, man, a special plaudits to Eclipse, who, in my opinion, even though it doesn't show on the kill speed, you know, the KDA isn't the highest, but honestly, I would say it looked like Eclipse, kind of the MVP for San Diego State, did so much to even them out. They got out to a hot start, but even when that faltered, it just seemed like every time they needed somebody to win a fight to start out with, Eclipse stepped up to be that person. And you know, GDP after the plant, I love to say it, is money in the site.
I mean, you can't discount though the shots from Sushi in the beginning rounds. That one round we had the no scope and then the quick scope. I mean, I thought we were playing a different game for a second.
Oh yeah, no, it was a highlight reel, no doubt. Put that in the montage. Sushi, if you haven't already told your folks to clip that, make sure somebody clip that, and you get somebody ready for when you put together your reel, right? You want to be a professional Valorant player or whatever game, make sure they're ready. I'm not even gonna be mad if you put music over the top of my voice, right? I don't even care. It's okay. Not even upset about it. Just make sure you got that footage. But now we are waiting for, it is custom to load back in. We can decide upon our next map. Oh yeah, and we have to go to break.
Yeah. And we'll be right back after this.
McRib, we miss you and we love you.
We do miss all of you, McRib. We need the host. We need the hostess, the best of the bestest. But we will be back after these short little break. Take your snacks, get your snacky wacky, get your Watto.
You just did it, bruh, huh?
So either way, get your snacks, get your posture checks. We'll be back after this.
Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and all of the aboves. We are here in game number 2, this Collegiate Valorant League Immortals bracket matchup between San Diego State University Black and Cal State Fullerton Red. I'm Eli the Curry, joined by OG Bent.
There I am. Did you all get your snacky wackies and your agua and your prosper checking? Because I know some of us be sitting like Notre Dame over here, the hunchback. So make sure you posture check, sit straight up, get your back nice and comfortable. Let's get back to this.
Yes.
Get back to the bloodshed that we all so deserve to watch.
Oh yes, as we are getting ready here to head down into the bind for game number 2. San Diego State Black was able to take that first game. They are up 1-0. If they are able to win this next map, they will be able to claim victory and head on into the next round of the playoffs, where they will have the great honor of facing up against Cal State Northridge Black, the undefeated team who is looking to complete that perfect run. But I got to shout out San Diego State for placing 2 teams into the Immortals League playoff, the only school to do that. So good to see them. We will see the other side of San Diego State a little bit later on in the week, I believe. Actually, no, we'll be seeing them later on today. They will be taking on Cal State Long Beach on the second channel. So be ready to look for that at the conclusion of this game, which may happen on this map, might not. We don't know yet. Regardless, the winning team's captain will be doing an interview with Queen McRib. Bent, we just watched a great first map, went to overtime, real back and forth action between the two sides. San Diego State is up a game. Do you think they're going to be able to finish out this set and get it done here on Bind, or do you think we're headed to a third map?
Honestly, last map was very close. They won by, the extra 2 points that did go into overtime. They stayed in overtime, actually less than I thought they were. Can they pull it off again? I do believe they can. But is this map going to be in their favor? I don't know.
We'll find out as we see. We have had some agent swaps here. You see Eclipse now on the Cypher. Was on Killjoy last time, now on Cypher. Sushi staying on Jet. Looks like somebody's picked up a Reyna here on the side of Cal State Fullerton. I'd be curious to see who that is, because that'll be the only Reyna in our on this map, as Crayola has swapped over. Or not Crayola, he wasn't on Reyna last time. But it was Jaylee now, who wasn't in the last game. So there's a substitution now as well from San Diego State. Jaylee swapping in for Custom. He goes ahead and gets himself situated.
Depending on how long this goes, I have read chat his last, while we were on break, that Powerful does have a final coming up. Is he going to get subbed out?
It would need to be, and I mean, it would only be fair considering if Jaylee is going to be able to slide in and substitute for Custom. Definitely want the response there. Crayola there.
Crayola taking out Bezo when he was trying to put it down. Already now we're at 1-0.
And the Jaylee substitution paying immediate dividends as he picks up 2 kills in that opening round.
Jaylee, momentum hasn't been built yet, but do you think it's going to stick on San Diego's side?
I see Bent having his own little bit of connection issues. There we go. Hey Bent, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. Was I not there for a minute?
Yeah, you froze up for me a little bit. Maybe I was the one who lagged out. I don't know.
But either way, do you think San Diego is going to keep this momentum? I mean, yes, it's only 1 point, but do you think they can capitalize on this?
Well, they look good to start out with, but we saw that as well on the first map. So you can't make too much out of one pistol round. But I got to say, if Jaylee's going to keep playing like that, it's looking real good for the San Diego State side. We'll have to see how it goes, how these two teams are able to carry on and see who can finish this. But right now, I would say it looks very good for San Diego State, just off the strength of getting themselves, basically getting their team back to full strength here.
You are seeing kind of a slow push from the attacker side of CSUF Red, as Jaylee is able to take on Zanito. Zanito being a very strong player, as we did see in the last round. Yeah. Powerful now taking out Jaylee, though.
Crayola getting 2. Eclipse now taking down Bees. 2 names we talked about a lot last map. And then MDZ there to clean up. How strong are you looking if MDZ is your 4th rotation? He's able to finish that and win round number 2 for San Diego State. The attack now here for Cal State Fullerton looking a little haggard. It's a little rough. Their money isn't really there. You lose the pistol round, you're obviously out an eco disadvantage heading into the 2nd round, and then it only gets worse here in the 3rd round. Maybe next round, if they're not able to pick up a thrifty here, they'll still be able to respond, but the San Diego State team loves to get ahead and stay ahead. What were you saying, Ben?
I was going to say, if San Diego takes this one, that's 3-0. And that's 1. And after that, that's the loss bonus is gone. And that's going to be very hard for CSUF Red to start coming back if they do take all 3 rounds.
Yeah, and there's GDP who thought he had something there. And he was very certain he had a target. Instead, gives away the information. We'll see if Fullerton's able to take advantage. Alpha's going to turn the corner, and he gets shut down. See how good you can shoot when you can see the target, GDP?
MGZ over here probably with one of the biggest sights we have seen.
Oh my God. How is this happening? How did he get to put his gun down that many times to stay alive? GDP off screen with 3 kills. Solace takes out Eclipse, but it's GDP racking up the kills right now. Go ahead and pick up that Vandal, somebody else's, but the bullets are still good.
Bullets still hit. Did you see? That was a great. It looked like a bait was he was trying to do. As Crayola now is the last one with 5 health against Zanito.
But no spike here for Zanito. So this is a pure. Oh my God, Crayola, you turned!
And Crayola still gets it. Still gets Zanito, taking it 3-0.
Why he played with us? He turned himself around. He let the tension build. Oh my goodness! Not at the last second, but he checks his corner again and solidifies the 3-round lead. That's what you love to see if your side wins the pistol round. You're supposed to hold down those first 3 while the other team has to save up. And as we didn't note it, but in that last round, Fullerton actually bought. So they spent money. They went with a force buy to get themselves into it. So now instead of having the full buy here, they're on a partial, and their money is going to be real tight. So if they're not able to make something happen here immediately, as we see Sushi getting shut down.
Clips takes out Sushi, as I thought Sushi had the upper hand on him.
Yeah.
Now they were not set up, and now Beans was able to plant, get behind him as GDP is now struggling to get these kills off. Able to get through the wall in Zanito, though. Not giving up on that.
Cover going out.
It'll only be so long before GDP is only going to shoot so many times until somebody starts getting hit. That's just the rule of things.
Just keep shooting until bullets connect, right?
Basically.
Powerful, taking out Jaylee now.
1 enemy remaining.
That's probably takes out Crayola.
He'll phase in. Smart move there from Palfo. Show GDP the phase in. You have no response or no choice but to respond. And while that happens, Solace comes around on the other end. And so what should have been a very dangerous round for Fullerton, they actually make a thrifty happen, save the money, and now they're able to buy in just like they won a standard, 4th round buy up and save their money. And now maybe things get a little hairy instead for San Diego State.
I don't know. We are seeing they do have a full buy. It looks like it might be an econ round right now for San Diego State.
You see Crayola just sitting on the sheriff, yeah.
With all abilities but no shields.
Oh, that was almost lined up for a little boom. You're gonna need to help me, buddy. No.
Oh, and the boom was not able to get it off. As GDP does change it up on Powerful, but Sushi coming in with that Blade Storm on GDP. It is, as Zanito's now going for that plant. They do seem pretty strong, but MDZ able to turn it around with Eclipse coming with the pistol as well.
There's Eclipse
3, able to clean it up, picking up another weapon, going 4-1 now. So far, looking pretty good with San Diego State now, going 4-1.
Yeah, it's looking really grim right now. Fullerton has come back from bigger deficits. They've had worse situations to work with, and they still make things happen. But it's a lot to ask now to handle Eclipse when he's on like this, to handle Crayola at any given moment. Jaylee and MDZ. When those two names are at the bottom of a table, you know the team is playing well. And so Fullerton is going to have to elevate their game. They're going to have to step up and make something really incredible happen. Sushi has been quiet. This map was so strong on Ascent, but they're going to need even better performance from Sushi than we saw then if they're going to be able to come back and keep themselves alive for a possible game number 3.
And with me, I mean, from when I play games, I know I have my favorite maps, and that's possibly what's happening as well with Sushi. Is Sushi does not like Bind. I mean, from what I've also played in Valorant and on Bind is not one of my favorite maps at all.
I got fair enough. The Eclipse again, another opening kill. Just Eclipse has just been so hard for Fullerton to deal with. He's just been where he needs to be, getting the job done. It's almost like Eclipse is willing to say, if there's a fight, make it me, right? Any one-on-one, Eclipse is willing to take.
And he's just going through the smoke. Oh, he gets it though. He does get the kill as Jaylee is one that's left. There's a 2v2 and there is a spike going down as Bees is trying to get it down, but that Hunter's Fury is keeping him from doing it, but the spike still is able to be put down.
Bees had to be a little light on his feet there, get the spike down. And then sights GDP and takes him out on the quick turnaround. So now Jaylee's got a 2v1 he's got to work with. And a spike down.
He knows that there's somebody in that doorway.
Yeah, and that was the Cypher camera as well. So Bees knew exactly how Jaylee had set up. The intel was out. Great job there on the part of Zenito to, align himself there as Cypher helping the team out without even really being physically present, just having the camera up. Set Bees up to take that 1v1 and finish Jaylee. Now 4-2. This goes here. Right? We're in this. If you're a Fullerton fan, right? if you're a powerful stan, we love you and you're appreciated here. Please switch. Don't be mad. I just used that word.
Because we're getting off again to this. The attackers are still having their small push, trying to get this information out. And they do have mics, so they're able to talk to each other, even though he was not able to mark anybody. Now Sushi coming around to get this corner off that window. And Sushi is able to get a Eclipse as Crayola does turn it around on Powerful, though. Crayola gets demolished between two people.
MDZ here is running back, gonna run out soon. There it is, shut down. Sent back to wherever you started it from. But GDP gets the best of it and takes out Zenito.
Spike planted.
So now it's evened up with the spike down here.
Shadows.
Sushi killing GDP. You see Solace was around getting the spike down, and now the pressure mounts for San Diego State as a fragile lead is threatened by the ever intense clicking of a spike.
Sushi's just trying to get around just to see if he can get the angle, but Jaylee takes out Sushi as MDZ does go down from Bees. Here Jaylee is going in trying to get the spike, but it looks like that's not going to happen as Solus gets the wallbang on Jaylee.
Great tactical decision making there from Cal State Fullerton. They maneuvered themselves. They pushed to fight, but it wasn't where the spike was going. They played an end around. You don't get a lot of those, especially at this level. You're not really going to be able to run that play too much, but when it does work, it can really shatter a defense and make it hard for people to get back around. So well done on their end, needing to get around to get themselves within striking distance. You don't want to fall too far behind. You want to get as many points as possible on your attacking round because usually the advantage goes to the defenders. They don't have as far to go. We'll see now as we enter into round number 8, whether things even up or whether San Diego State can get themselves another little lead. See if they can get themselves into another great situation.
We'll just have to see as it goes on. It looks like if San Diego can pull this out, they might start the momentum back, start that fire going again. But Powerful is trying to bait some people out, trying to get people to shoot and get that information. as they are trying to push A side. As Eclipse is just waiting for somebody to come through into his sights. It's a very slow and quiet match. As we already we are already at the 42nd point. It looks like the attacking side of CSUF Red is taking that rotation over to B side.
30 seconds
They're
left.
gonna be met. They're gonna be met up. Crayola's there. Jaylee's there. It'll be well met from San Diego State. They shouldn't be caught off guard here by this push, but it's gonna be rough for Crayola and Jaylee at the outset. They've got to get the word out that this is where the push is coming, and now Palpa opens it up, but MDZ and Crayola will respond, and then MDZ will get a second.
And the Eclipse coming in again, but able to get that damage off as GDP is now the last one. 1v1. He's going for that spike, just spray in that area.
Plant comes down there. Sushi is low,
and Sushi, yep, he gets it. The GDP takes
GDP
Sushi.
now, yeah, has his pick of weapons on the battlefield. Look around, see if anybody for some reason or another had an op they we weren't using, anything nice.
I don't think you can't not use an op if that's even proper English right there.
Okay.
And,
GDP.
right.
Okay.
GDP.
All right.
We don't even need to see that.
Okay. All right.
GDP going in for that move.
All right. You want to talk it? Talk it. I ain't nobody gonna be here to save you if things
Just
don't
make
go
sure
your way.
If you gotta put your money where your mouth is, if you're gonna start doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't put that money where their mouth is, and you start getting feed on. It's like you're the one who brought the anger. Now you gotta be able to take it.
All right, now 5-3 here for San Diego State. Have an opportunity to make sure they're on at least even footing heading into halftime. This B says, "Hey, they're pretty close." And then the Molotov comes down, but it actually doesn't hurt anybody. So it's good movement there on the side of Solace to actually get out of the way of that Molotov and not take any extra damage from it.
Revealing area.
It was a slow push into a sudden rush with all the gunfire happening for Fullerton. It came down to a 1v1.
Crayon's on the backside.
Oh,
What?
I think it's
Crayola. All right. You had a great opportunity there.
oh my goodness. GDP 1-2 gets taken out by Sushi.
MDZ gets another one on Solace.
The people call me Big Rectangle. Big Rectangle. Say Big Rectangle.
Big rectangle.
They are. Well, it is. It's 4 big rectangles.
It is. It really is 4 big rectangles. As Jaylee is able to clean it up on B's, now going for that defuse.
We good.
All right. I don't know if anyone else saw it on my screen. The defuse like glitched out. So I'm like, is the defuse actually happening or what?
Yeah, that's kind of weird, right? It was a visual glitch. The defuse muted just stopped, but the spike was still going up. I saw that. But no shenanigans. Nothing of the sort. Just a clean defuse. And now 6-3. San Diego State. They've been here. They've been here before. They've had strong leads. They've looked great. Now they've got to keep that strong lead. They've got to continue that momentum, put the foot down, and stamp out the last hopes. Cal State Fullerton. The side I've loved casting this entire season. I hope they show up again next season. I'd love to see them again, but they're not able to come with it. This might be the last map of their season, as GDP would love to keep racking up the kills. It's going to be all on A here, and it's going to happen fast as Papo takes out Eclipse, and the push comes in. MDZ's caught out alone, pinched and killed. GDP has seen it all, but hasn't gotten anything done, and Zanito finishes him.
I didn't even see Zanito where he was even coming from. As Jaylee is now trying to get these kills off. We got Crayola with the Judge shotgun.
Right here.
Can he lay down the law?
Taken right here.
So Jay Lee with a quick shot before the smoke comes down, takes out Bees. There's one. 2v3, just like that. Now
Jaylee gets
Papo
another
goes out.
one, and Crayola gets Sushi. It is now a 2v1. It's switched that quickly as Crayola takes out Solus, now securing another point for them to 7-3.
We love a raise ult. We love a good raise ult. You know we do. Crayola getting it done.
And we are looking at two more points until we are at the first half. And this could go 9-3. it could go 8-4. You know, this is all over the place right now. Or we can even see a 7-5. So, and San Diego is looking pretty strong right now as well. We do see on CSUF Red, they do have somewhat of an issue. They're not doing a full buy all the way across.
Yeah, both teams are actually pretty hit up for money. Neither one is really looking entirely comfortable in the economy as we get late into it. Just how it goes when everybody dies, you know. There's not been any standouts. Nobody's ever been able to really save up, but see how it goes here for Fullerton, as this is not a fully furnished push, but it's not a fully furnished defense either. It's gonna need to be some grit and ingenuity here, as Sushi may be lining themselves up. See how open this B site really is. The answer is really open if you know where everybody's standing.
Oh, and Sushi tries to get it, but Crayola, having the gun, does have that advantage. As Eclipse with the judge taking...
Order!
Yeah,
Order! Oh, wait.
Order! Do I have a gamble? Just maybe this will pick it up if I go. Yeah, it's not even that effective. You can't even. Order! I don't want to break my desk.
It's a third hit for Eclipse, and MDC finishes it off. 3 kills with a judge. Eclipse once again, perhaps breaking the back of Fullerton. 8-3 now.
Did you look at that? It could possibly go 8-4. Either way, they're still gonna have an amazing lead of 4 points.
This goes here.
Yeah, it's a great look. You're extremely happy if you're a San Diego State fan.
Already going into the next half with at least a 4-point lead. And possibly a 5, depending on how this is played. As Beast is again, almost looks like deja vu, as we just saw that the same play in the last one.
Yeah, and there's a molly to respond from MDZ, and everybody's well around it. It's a familiar move here, as we're gonna get Sushi pushing up.
He just gets 2. I'm trying to shoot 1. Did you see that?
What?
Yeah, hold on. Well, yeah, that's exactly what happened, bro.
DP kills Zanito. As MDC saying, who's in the all chat talking about my reticle, huh? Who said I couldn't see something?
I didn't say you had big 4 rectangles. I was just complimenting the big 4 rectangles.
My goodness. What a performance now. San Diego State. All the momentum in the world in this round.
There they are.
Jaylee just picking up the feet, and he killed him by the feet.
Able to take out Solus.
Oh no.
Bees, I think he knew it was over. So he just stood there and took it. As we are going into this next one, 9-3. It's looking very good for San Diego. Not saying we can't have a turnaround, but right now, San Diego is looking very strong, having this 5-point lead. 5.
Yeah.
Yes. No.
6 point.
6. I still can't count. I think I got the curse from you, from yesterday, Eli.
Yeah, it goes like that. But I just want to note, as we get into this pistol round, you look at the KDA for San Diego State and how even it is across the board, right? Not just 8 kills, but everybody in double digits. They have had a complete group effort in this second map. Jaylee coming in, Custom was subbed in for him, and you can just tell the difference at the team that practices together is playing together.
Oh, and
Jaylee, right, just like that, gets the follow up, catches Sushi trying to get out. Now 3v3, little half court action here as the way is cleared. Crayola will get the plant down.
Yep, getting that extra little cash as they are trying to rotate come from spawn side. We do see CSUF Red is still trying to rotate with his last 2 players as Zanito does finally get up to the door, but it is blocked.
I'll take that side. Hey, there is somebody in that corner. Zanito says, I wasn't sure, but now I am, even though I couldn't look at it.
And Jaylee gets the kill. Jaylee and Crayola finishes it off now 10-3. As Crayola almost kills himself with his own grenade.
He's just memeing. He's just having himself some fun.
It's all fun and games until you accidentally blow yourself up. Now that's fireworks right there. So be careful on New Year's if you did buy fireworks, as I know a lot of people have.
The worst.
You don't want to blow your fingers off.
No, you don't. I also don't want you to set them off at 3 o'clock in the morning. Stop doing it.
I'm not saying I have set them off at 3 o'clock in the morning, but I will spread them out a couple days.
Not saying I have, not saying I haven't. Just saying I might have. Anyway, we are now in the round number 14. Bees, with a lot of work, gets one shot. Sushi finds MDZ to follow up. Steps forward here to take the fight.
Ooh,
it's
and
powerful over Crayola. But Eclipse on the other side trading out. So once again, just a 3v3. Again, that balance from San Diego State. Everybody willing to step up and take a fight. Everybody willing to get the job done. GDP.
Taking out powerful. Spike has now been planted. It's a 3v2.
And that was pitch perfect from GDP. That was absolutely how you want to have that, right? Sight's already on the headline. You're ready to respond if they're walking around that corner in the crouch, but the confidence was there and the execution was there. Now the intel minimal.
Alrighty, GDP is just waiting for one of them to drop out. As the GDP gets both, clearing another round for them. 11-3. 2 more rounds. We're looking at 2 more rounds. And their economy on CSUF Red looks not looking too good either.
No, it's gonna be rough here. They're gonna get the bye here, which you love. But if they don't get it, you know, we might be saying the final rites. We'll see what the choice here is for Cal State Fullerton, as there is not a lot of hope here. They're going to need to get real hot, real fast if they want to stop San Diego State.
Deploying drone.
Solitaire getting up into the top.
Cover going out.
Smoke off the drone. Maybe shut it down before any information was out. Who knows? But from the angle Jay Lee got the drone got shot at, Jay Lee might have known. Sushi takes out Crayola. MDZ takes out Beast. And the response from Solace, it's back and forth. It's GDP and MDZ looking great.
It's 2-1. Zanito, is he gonna be able to get this one off? The spike has not gone down yet.
Oh, he had shots through there. If he'd have kept pressing, he would have had it.
Careful
But
now.
yeah, it's a little end around here. As NDC and GDP got all that work done and then decided they didn't actually want to take that fight. They're gonna spread it around, force Zanito to make a quick rotation and figure out now how to assess this entire side of the map with no information. And I love that decision making as NDZ clutches it out. I just want to say, I love that decision because one of the worst agents probably to try to fight in a site they've already been in for a while is a Cypher, right? He's got all those gadgets. He can see so much. He can set up trip lines. What do you do but turn him around, force him to move and navigate? You basically invalidate the strengths of the agent and force the player to make a blind push. Well thought out and incredibly well designed adjustment there from GDP and MDZ on the fly to put San Diego State on match point.
Now we're 1 point away. This could be it. I don't know if we're gonna actually see any comeback. I mean, I hope so. You don't want to see an immortal team go out like this, a 12-3.
I mean, this would be the comeback of the century if it were the case. Jay Lee gets one tag there. Might even get another one as there's a lot of doing here. Yeah, that's so much intel for Jay Lee. And you see the fight coming out. Zanito still gets one, but Eclipse has got 2.
Eclipse has already got 2 just coming into the site. Spike is already going down. 4-2. This is looking pretty strong for San Diego. Eclipse with the judge, laying down the law.
The third for Eclipse. And said it once. I might say it again as MDZ
ends it.
Big
MDZ
Rex
ends it.
himself. Rex Cal State Fullerton, and that is the end of their run. It is San Diego State Black taking it 2-0. They will move on in this Immortal
San Diego
playoff
taking
match.
it. Look, I mean, we've said it, you know, and not everything can come from the KDA, but their entire team is above 10.
Yeah.
And half of them is above 15. So it does say something at least that they were able to use their gun skills.
Yeah, it was just a complete group effort. San Diego State with the type of coordination and teamwork that we've been trying to, emphasize. It's not any one individual player's gun skill that makes a top tier team. It's the entire team working well together, accentuating each other's strengths and minimizing each other's weaknesses. We saw that on full display in that second map. And I will say hats off to Cal State Fullerton, who throughout the season showed up well. They played strong. They made the Immortal League finals. They were in that top half of the bracket. I really hope, again, that we see them again next year, that they come back strong, that our non-graduating, our folks who aren't graduating are able to represent and show that Fullerton pride again, because they were wonderful to commentate and cast this entire year, and they fought hard. But now it is San Diego State's time to move on. They will advance forward into the playoffs, and their lucky reward is a date with Cal State Northridge Black. So
we'll have to see how that goes.
Yeah,
exactly.
In just a few days, actually. I think that'll be happening on Friday. Yeah, so just a day, the rest of the day for San Diego State, as Northridge got to take the day off and get ready for this matchup. They were watching it. They'll be ready to study the footage and find out what to do. But for you all at home, what we want you to do is hang tight, as that is not the end of the Valorant action today. We're actually going to have our 2v7 matchup and our 3v6 matchup happening at the same time on the other channels. So we're going to have Cal State Long Beach going up against San Diego State Red, and San Jose State going up against San Francisco State in about 30 minutes. And before that,
we will
you've been wondering where she's been. You've been asking about her. We've seen you in the chat. The McRib loyalist there. She will be doing a quick talk during halftime as well. So lots more to come for you before the end of the day here at the Collegiate Valorant League.
So we'll see y'all after this small break, and we'll get back to you.